Nobody expected Saudi Arabia to win. Not the fans, not the experts, not even the bookmakers, because standing on the other side of the pitch was Argentina, a team unbeaten in 36 straight matches, a team many believed would win the World Cup, a team led by Lionel Messi. And for Saudi Arabia, just surviving the match seemed like a victory. But 90 minutes later, football would witness one of the greatest upsets the sport has ever seen, a result so shocking that some fans thought it had to be a mistake. November 22nd, 2022, Lusail Stadium, Qatar. The World Cup had barely begun, and Argentina looked unstoppable. For 3 years, they hadn't lost a single match. 36 games, only one more, and they would tie the all-time world record. They had won the Copa America, they had beaten Italy in the Finalissima, and most importantly, Lionel Messi was playing in what many believed would be his final World Cup. This wasn't just another tournament. This was Messi's last chance to complete football. One final trophy, one final dream. The pressure was enormous, but Argentina looked ready. The squad was loaded with talent, the confidence was sky high, and their first opponent, Saudi Arabia, ranked far below them. A team almost nobody expected to survive the group stage. For most fans, the result felt inevitable. The only question wasn't whether Argentina would win, it was by how many goals. The match began, and immediately everything followed the script. 10 minutes in, penalty for Argentina. Messi stepped up, calm, confident. One touch, goal. 1-0 Argentina. The stadium erupted. The favorite was ahead, just as everyone predicted. But then something strange started happening. Argentina kept attacking, again and again and again. The ball found the net multiple times, yet every celebration was cut short. Offside, offside, offside. 3 Argentine goals were disallowed, one after another. At first, nobody thought much of it, but Saudi Arabia's defenders knew exactly what they were doing. They were playing an incredibly dangerous game, holding a high defensive line against one of the best attacking teams in the world. One mistake, and Argentina would destroy them. Yet somehow, the Saudi defenders kept getting it right, again and again and again. By halftime, Argentina led only 1-0, and Saudi Arabia was still alive. Then came the second half, and football lost its mind. Just 3 minutes after the restart, Saudi Arabia attacked. A quick pass, a burst of speed. Saleh Al-Shehri broke through. One touch, one shot, goal, 1-1. The Saudi fans exploded. The Argentine fans froze. For the first time all day, doubt entered the stadium. Yet somehow, he found one. A touch. A turn, then a curling strike that flew into the top corner. 2-1 Saudi Arabia. The Saudi bench went crazy. The crowd couldn't believe it. The commentators couldn't believe it. Even the players looked stunned. In 6 unbelievable minutes, one of the biggest underdogs in the tournament had turned the game upside down. And now, Argentina were losing. The remaining minutes felt endless. Argentina attacked relentlessly, wave after wave, crosses, shots, corners, everything. But Saudi Arabia refused to break. Every clearance felt like a goal. Every tackle felt like a victory. Every second felt longer than the last. The Saudi goalkeeper made save after save. Defenders threw themselves in front of shots. Players collapsed from exhaustion, yet they kept fighting. The pressure became unbearable. Messi searched for answers. Argentina searched for answers. The world searched for answers, but none came. Saudi Arabia simply refused to surrender, and as the clock ticked down, something impossible started to feel real. The referee blew the whistle. Game over. Saudi Arabia 2, Argentina 1. Silence. Then chaos. Saudi players sprinted across the pitch. Some dropped to their knees. Others cried. Many simply stood there in disbelief because they knew what they had just done. They hadn't beaten just any team. They had beaten one of the strongest teams on earth. A team that hadn't lost in nearly 3 years. A team expected to win the World Cup. A team led by Lionel Messi. And they had done it on football's biggest stage. Around the world, fans couldn't believe the scoreline. News outlets called it one of the greatest upsets in World Cup history. For Saudi Arabia, it was more than a victory. It was a moment that would live forever. Normally, a defeat like this destroys a tournament. Normally, a loss this shocking leaves scars that never heal. Normally, a favorite never fully recovers. But Argentina wasn't normal. Inside the dressing room, something changed. The loss embarrassed them. It humbled them. It woke them up. Every remaining match became a final. Every mistake became unacceptable. Every player understood the mission. There was no room left for failure. Lose again. And they were going home. So Argentina responded. They beat Mexico, they beat Poland, then Australia, then the Netherlands, then Croatia. And suddenly, the team everyone thought was finished was standing in the World Cup final, one match away from history. Looking back, that's what makes Saudi Arabia's victory so incredible. It wasn't just an upset. It wasn't just a shocking scoreline. It wasn't just the greatest day in Saudi football history. It was the day an underdog shocked the world and somehow woke up a sleeping giant. Because after suffering one of the most unbelievable defeats football has ever seen, Argentina didn't collapse. They became champions. And that's why, years later, fans still remember that match. Not because Saudi Arabia beat the future world champions, but because for 90 unforgettable minutes, they made the impossible look easy. And for one beautiful day, football stopped making sense.